are you all? Hope you're all well. Welcome to our first pre-recorded live session of our term. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all been keeping safe at least, and enjoying as best you can the situation that we all find ourselves in. So I guess all we can do is do the best we can. It's very odd for us. We had our first live session, which was great fun. I hope you guys who are joining us for the pre-record can join us for some of the live sessions at some stage on Thursday mornings. It's really good fun, a bit chaotic, a bit mad, but it was good. It was good fun. Everybody seemed to have a good time, and that's, I guess, the most important thing of all. So let's crack on. So I'm hoping you have all received your big packs and that they all got to you safe and well. Inside there are the first 6 weeks worth of our crafts that you guys are going to need. So if you guys have explored, that's fine. Try not to open them or spill them because we don't want them going everywhere. If you haven't, well done. And what I need you to do now for our first craft is I need you to find the first bag that's in there that's going to be labeled Week 1 Task 1, TSK, Task 1. So you guys got to find that one. It's got a little stamp on the logo. It's going to be a little brown bag. They're all pretty much in little brown bags like this. And we will crack on. Okay, now this first task is a very special one because for those of you who have attended Artful Toddler before, I know there's lots of you who haven't. And welcome to those of you who haven't. Sorry we're meeting in this virtual world. We love, and at the end of every class, we love our bubbles. So we've got special bubble songs, and we love our bubbles. And we will miss this. I have my bubbles. My bubble machine is here, and it is working fine once he wakes up. There you go, I have my bubble machine. But some of you guys, these are popping fingers. Some of you guys won't have your bubbles, so we're going to help you out with this. So don't worry, it'll all make sense as we go through. So get your bag. Now open it up, and inside you will find one of these, a little pipe cleaner. Mine's a yellow one, yours might be different colors, so don't worry too much about that. Pop that down just for a second. The other thing I want you to do then is, rather than just pulling everything out that's in here, you'll have already seen there are beads. What you can do is just tear along the top of the bag. So get rid of that bit of the bag, put it to one side, and then if you don't have a bowl, if you have a bowl handy, you can use that. But if you don't, you can just rip the bag open like that, and then inside you'll see that you've got your lovely coloured beads. Yes, we're going to be doing some beading. Okay? Now, there are lots of things we can do with beads. I'm going to quickly go through some of this because we know we've got a lot of different age groups in here, from very small ones who are going to have really good or not so good fine motor skills, who are working on those kinds, through to you guys who are a little bit older. So we can cover off all of our bases on this. So a couple of things we could do is take out some of our beads, just put a few at a time on the table. Now it's really important, big people, as you remember, not to leave your little people unattended. Super important. You must stay with them at all times. So take, a handful, maybe 10 of the beads out, and you'll see that they come in a lot of different colors. So we've got some orange ones, some green ones, some blue ones, some pink ones, some purple ones. Everyone's got slightly different various colors. And what you can do, or one of the things you can do, is ask your little people to separate them. So put all of the orange ones, for instance, these are orange ones, put those together. Maybe make a little pile of yellow ones and a little pile of green ones. Now you don't have to do all of them, but I'm going to do orange, yellow and green. And I'm going to look through, and I'm going to find the orange ones and put some orange ones together and some green ones together. So you can do this with me. Now, what's great about these videos is you can pause them as we go, do this little step, move on to the next step. Forgive me if I'm looking down a little bit, but I've got my computer on my screen here that shows me what I'm doing, so I can make sure I can see that you can see what I'm doing. So I am looking at you, don't worry. And so we can do our yellow ones, and maybe put your little pile of yellow ones together like that. And then you can do some red ones. So I'm doing green, you can do some red. There's some green ones. And then what's good about these is you can count them, so we can practice our counting. So not only are we practicing our colours, but we can practice our counting. 1, 2, 3, you might have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and so on like that. So you can do that as a lovely little task. So crack on and do some of that. Put some colors together if you want. And there are some beads in here like these ones, which are our really shiny ones. So you can put shiny beads together, and we've got glass beads. We've got all sorts of things that are there. So you can do that. You can get through and do some of that sort of stuff, which is great fun. Once you have a little play with that, we're going to move on. So you can pause this if you want. I'm pretending. And have a little go at that. But once you're done, you can go through then, and what we're going to do is we're going to get our little pipe cleaners, okay? So you get your little pipe cleaner like this, and what I want you to do very easily, and again, we've got some things we can do for younger ones and for some older ones. So I'm going to start with some of the younger people. Now, so for our smaller little fingers, big people, what you can do is you hold the pipe cleaner like this, and then we'll ask them. Now, what's good is you can, if you're working on your colors, you can say, let's get an orange one. So we'll get an orange one, and they're going to pick it up in their fingers, and then slowly, carefully, they might miss. That's fine. That's what this task is all about. Okay? And we're just going to push it on like that. There you go. So we're practicing our finger and hand-eye coordination, and then we're going to push it down. Now, if we've got even younger ones who might not quite be able to do that, that's also absolutely fine. Same idea, except this time, big people, you take your pipe cleaner, you take the bead, put the bead on, just like that, and then all we're going to do is get them. You can push down a little bit, you can hold this, and what we're going to do is we're going to ask them to grab the green bead. This is a green one, so a green bead, and we're going to pull, 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 pull. If it comes off the end, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. If you don't want it to come off the end, put a little bend in it like that. Yeah, and then we do the same thing. So we pop it on for them, hold it at the top, and we pull, 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 pull to the end. And then we get another one. It could be the same color. It could be a different color. So however you want to do it, that's absolutely fine. For our slightly bigger, so for your very small people, if you want to carry on and do that, carry on. For our slightly bigger people, you can hold it with one hand, hold the bead with the other hand. That's what we call our bilateral coordination, using two hands to do one task. Hand-eye coordination, and put the bead on. Now, what you can do for if we even older people, because I know we've got some of you guys out there who are 7, 8, 9, if you've grouped some of your beads, then what you guys can do is you guys can do some patterning, some sequencing. So you could have a green, and then maybe a yellow, and then maybe an orange, and then we go back and we do a green and a yellow and an orange. Now I'm doing 3 colors, but you guys can mix it up a little bit, and then maybe you could really throw things off and put in a random blue one, and then go with the pattern again: green, yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange, blue, and so on and so on. So it's up to you guys. Have some fun with it. And so have a little bit of a practice with that. If you guys really want to try as well, another really fun one is to put a bead. I'm going to use this orange one here. Put a bead out on the table, and then you hold your pipe cleaner like a pen, and you basically push it or stab it into it like that, and it will stick on the end, and then you can just go. So that's another good fun way of doing it. So lots of different ways you can do it. Pop them on until you make a nice pattern or sequence of beads. So have a little go at that for a minute. Again, if you want to, pause me now, have a little practice with some of that, and then when you're ready, we'll move on, because when you hit play, we're going to have moved on straight to the next thing, which is now. So, now that you've had a little bit of playing, you've put some beads onto the pipe cleaner, I want you to take them all off. So hold what you've done over your little bag or a bowl if you've got it, and all we're going to do is hold them, and if you put a bend in it, just straighten out the bend, grab your fingers, put them all down, put them straight back into your bag, okay? Good? Carry on and do that. I'm going to put all my beads into the bag so they're nice and neat in front of me. Right, you ready? Pipe cleaner. Next job, what we're going to do is put a loop in one end. Now, the loop, the hole, I guess, if you like, in the loop, wants to fit about a 10-pence piece in there kind of thing. About that size. Okay? Now, to make the loop, all you do is take one end, cross it over like that, and this short end that's crossed over, we're just going to twist it. So we're going to twist it 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. So again, for slightly bigger hands, you guys can crack on and try that. For our smaller fingers, big people, you might have to help a little bit just to get that positioning. So we're going to end up, essentially it looks like a balloon with a tail coming off the end of it. Okay? Good. So if you need to, pause me, do this, and then we'll crack on with the next piece. So once we have one of these, we're going to go back to our beads. So if you've come up with a nice pattern from the last section that you want to do, you can do that. Or if you just want to go random, go completely random. And all we're going to do is push a bead on, but this time we're going to push it right up to and over the twist. So we're going to push it right up. I'm going to come in really close to show you guys this. We're going to come up and we're going to go right to the bottom of the loop there, right? The whole way to the bottom of the loop. My little bottle friend that we made in one of our videos. So we're going to do that, and we're going to carry on filling that up every time, pushing the bead right to the very, very top, okay? So make sure you push it right to the very top. I'm not going to be doing any special pattern. I'm just going to go random, whatever comes into my hand, and I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. You guys, you don't need to do this in real time with me. Just pause the video. Very easy. Just pause the video. All right? Okay. Take your time. That's super important. So I'm going to put on, and one of the other things you can do every now and again, stop, and you can practice your counting. So let's count and see what we've done. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, I'm going to go to 20. Another one is 16. Purple one is 17. Blue one is 18. White one, 19. And I'm going to go, oh, a nice pink one. I think we'll finish off with a nice pink one, is number 20. So push them up really, really tight, okay? The next thing we're going to do now, because we don't want the beads to fall off. So what we're going to do, sorry, my camera is focusing. What we don't want to do is let them fall off, obviously, because they're little beads and all those kind of things. So the easiest thing we're going to do then, once we have them in, pushed up really tight, is we're going to bend this piece that's left right up. So I'm going to come close again and show you. So it's just overlapping the beads. And what we're going to do is twist the overlapping piece. I've gone 3 beads up, and we're literally going to twist it in between the beads. And we're going to keep twisting it around and around. You can go on to another bead. And we're going to twist it around and around and around until the end of the pipe cleaner disappears and is mixed up into the end. And we end up with one of these. Anybody know what this might be? Well, you'll remember at the beginning I told you one of our favorite things to do is to make some bubbles. And so for those of you who might not have bubbles or a bubble machine at home, now you do, because these are our very own bubble wands. And they're so simple and they're so much fun. All I need you to do is you need to get some washing up liquid and some water, some normal everyday in the kitchen washing up liquid. Put a squirt in, put about the same amount of water in, mix it around, and as it turns out, get rid of that one. I have some here. So this is literally some pink washing up liquid, strawberry flavored or something, I don't know, and some water. And all we're going to do, we have to give it a bit of a, it has to kind of soak in. Oh, there we go. There's one. Pop straight back into the thing. Now you've got to give them a good soak. But there they go. You can make some beautiful bubbles. Oh, there you go. You got to take your time. You can't blow too hard. Oh, no, missed that one completely. Hey, there you go. Very good. Woo! With your very own pipe cleaner, threading beads, bubble makers. So have some fun with that. Take your time. Jump back in the video if you need to pick up on a step. And we will, at the end, you can use these when we have our bubble songs. You can use these ones to blow your bubbles. If you haven't got any washing up liquid to hand, don't worry about that. We will be making, I'm going to get my little people to come, and we're going to sit down and we're going to do our bubble song, and we're going to blow some bubbles, and we're going to put that up so every week you can use that. So enjoy making your bubble makers. Enjoy having loads of fun with it. And I will be back with the next video, which is task 2 of week 1. You have to just go back and just click on the next one. So we're not going to do these back to back, so you can do one at a time. So you don't, in our live sessions we go back to back straight with all of the videos, or all of the crafts of that particular morning. So both crafts of that morning. But on this one we split them up. So you're going to have, as you would have seen when you linked on, you'll have week 1 task 1, week 1 task 2, and so on and so on. So you don't have to do both of them together. But I'm going to finish off this one right now. I'm going to get ready and move on to the second one. And if you're ready, you can just click on that link, and you will see me in a minute. So lovely to have you with us, and we will see you shortly.